start with my non-physical favorites of the month. This April month, just to start with, has been such a whirlwind. I can't believe it's basically May in 2 days. This month has felt the longest month ever, but also the shortest. I did so much this month, which hopefully I will put together my April monthly vlog together. Yeah, so much has happened this month, it's insane. So anyway, let's get started. My favorite TV show this month, I mean, can you guess what it is? I'm so basic. The Last of Us came out. I think we're on episode 3 right now from when I'm filming this, so we're waiting for episode 4. No, don't even talk to me about episode 2. I did not see that coming because I've never played the game and no one in my circle has ever played the game. They obviously know about it. I wasn't expecting it. The entire time I thought it was fake. When I was watching the episode, I thought it was fake. I don't want to give any spoilers. I thought it was fake and I kept thinking, no, of course this isn't gonna happen. It's all fake. Even when it was happening, thought, no, he's gonna stand up. He's going to stand up. She's asking him to stand up. He will. He's the main guy. But nope. Oh boy, did my tears drop that night. But yeah, The Last of Us, an incredible show. If you haven't watched it yet, please do yourself a favor and watch it. It is worth it. My other favorite show that I've watched this month, it was actually a rewatch, Normal People. I adore that show. I could rewatch it a million times, and I do. The book that we've been reading for book club was actually Normal People, which I'm too lazy to go get it right now. Or no, I should get it. So my favorite show this month has been The Last of Us, and also, just as a little fun extra, Normal People. I rewatched that show because of book club. It is one of my favorite shows of all time. It is so relatable, so well made. The actors obviously are incredible, and the story it just feels very real and something that could happen to any of us, or that probably has. And it's set in Ireland, so in the UK. I studied in Scotland, so it just felt very homey in a way, and I adore that show, even though it breaks my heart every single time I watch it. Every single time I watch it or I read it again, I'm always adding more quotes to the book. So I actually have the book here because we read this for book club this month, and it is one of my favorite books. I don't know if I would give it a 5-star just because I'm still not used to the fact that it doesn't use quotation marks. I know it adds to the story. I know there's a purpose for it. It always gets a little bit hard to understand if you're inside the brain of the character or if they're actually speaking it out loud, which I guess is the point. But yes, I adore this. I adore this book, and especially the show. This book can feel at times a little too toxic, but the show is just the perfect amount. But it's still an incredible piece of work. This is the UK cover. I don't know if I said that already, but go give it a read if you haven't. Apart from Normal People, I also read Sunrise on the Reaping, the new Hunger Games book about Haymitch. That book shattered my heart. I always knew I am such a Hunger Games stan. Hunger Games was the reason I got into reading. I think I've literally watched every single interview Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson have ever done for the Hunger Games. I adore Suzanne Collins. She explains everything so well, and she puts you in her world in such a vivid way that you can't escape it. And it's not that her books are so straightforward, because yes, the Hunger Games, the concept of the Hunger Games is very straightforward, but it's so deep. She adds so much depth to this whole world, to the world building, to the characters, to their reasonings for doing things, for the reasons that things happen the way they happen. I adore that woman. She can do no wrong in my eyes. And she didn't for Haymitch's book. I thought Haymitch's Hunger Games was obviously one of the most deadliest one, because he did I think it was it the first or the second Quarter Quell. Okay, his games were the Quarter Quells that had double the amount of tributes, right? We know this from the original trilogy. What I didn't realize was that Katniss and her team behind her, it wasn't the first time they tried to destroy the Capitol. And that really impacted me. I don't want to give any spoilers because if you haven't read the book, you have to. It is a fantastic work of art. Haymitch just wasn't as lucky as Katniss. And there are so many parallels between Haymitch, Katniss, Haymitch's time and Katniss's time, Haymitch's games, and obviously Katniss's games. Wow. What a character. Haymitch, I was not expecting. Obviously I loved him and I love Woody who plays him. I love everything about the Hunger Games, but I thought Katniss and Peeta were always gonna be my number one. Haymitch is giving them a true run for their money. Like the references, sweetheart, or yes, I'll be your sister, or oh my gosh, so much. All the characters that pop into the story, all of our beloved characters that we loved in previous Hunger Games books appear in this book. Oh yeah, I adore that book. I ate it up. I literally read it on the way to DC and I finished it that same travel period. Ooh, it was like going through it on the plane, literally. My favorite brain food media that I've consumed this month has actually been the death of public intellectuals on Substack, Why We Need 0 Days on Substack as well. They are incredible little pieces of media to consume and to read because it's true. Everything they say is true. Like I said in my previous favorites video, I love consuming things that are not social media. Obviously. Substack to me really feels like social media. And all these new little websites that I found through Substack, like the New Yorker or the Paris Review or the London Review or Philosophize This or all of those websites, I adore consuming them. I adore going on them. It's like a fun little, it feels very nostalgic in a way because I don't know if you guys remember, but when the internet was just coming out, you would purposefully go onto web pages and interact with it. Now it's all on our phones, obviously, so it's just mindless, just clicking on an app and just scrolling through it. We don't set time to go on the internet and then disconnect from it. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. But going on these sort of websites feels that way. I am purposefully setting out time to go on these web pages and consuming what they are giving me and then just logging off and then just doing my other stuff. But it just feels very how the internet should actually be. It shouldn't be so accessible, overwhelmed by content that you can consume and you have so many choices that you don't know what to consume first. With these, you know, you have to go on Safari or go on Google Chrome, or there are apps, but I prefer to read them on the web page. I don't know, it just makes it a little bit more fun and a little bit different to when I'm mindlessly scrolling on social media. It just makes me feel a bit more productive with my time. I am actually consuming like real thoughts and ideas and well thought out articles. So, and I'm consuming everything from art history, from philosophy, from sociology, anthropology, poetry, writing, essays. Yeah, I love it. I love it all. My favorite movie this month, this month I really went into the whole rewatching thing, but I rewatched Forrest Gump. What a movie. I put it on just because I wanted a little bit of nostalgia. I couldn't remember it that well, and I know I loved it. I had just gotten back from DC and there was a scene from DC there. I just wanted to rewatch it and I was just simply gonna put it on and then do my laptop work on the side. No, that completely failed. I left my computer and just fully focused on the movie. And it was incredible. I was having my dinner with it. I telling my family whenever they came into that home, oh my gosh, look at this scene, look at that scene. And at the end of the night, we all ended up watching it together. It was incredible. What an incredible film. And the actor, oh my gosh. I love that movie. It is sweet, but also devastating in the fact that he is such a sincere person and he keeps his promises to a T. When was the last time you met someone that kept every single part of their word to you? That is so hard to find nowadays. And Forrest Gump keeps it. Not only with the girl he loved, but with his mom, with his friends. Oh, no, that movie kills me every single time. And I just feel for him so much. Oh. The only thing I never understood was why did the girl, I'm blanking on her name right now, Julia? Could it be Julia? No, the blonde girl, the one that he was always in love with. Why didn't she allow him to be a father during those 3 years before, you know, asking her because she was getting sick, blah, blah, blah? Why? You just took away 3 years to the sweetest man ever. Oh. Anyway, if I keep talking about it, I'm gonna cry. My other favorite movie that I watched this month was actually Anora. I watched it obviously because it won an Oscar and it was like very popular and I just wanted to know what it was about. And also some of my friends and family had said that it is sort of the modern equivalent, kind of in a sense, to Pretty Woman. And Pretty Woman is one of my favorite movies of all time. Obviously Anora is different. It was a really good movie. I went into it completely blind. I knew nothing about what was going to happen in Nora, apart from the fact that, oh my god, what exploded? I just have... Okay. I knew nothing that was going to happen in Anora apart from that it had similar themes as Pretty Woman. It was such a good movie and I was not expecting all those heightened emotions to be there. And the ending, I was not expecting the ending at all. Obviously I could feel where it was going. Yeah, the ending shocked me and I kept thinking about that movie for days afterwards. So that's how you know something is good. If you keep thinking about it, if it keeps popping into your head. It was good. It was a good movie. I would rate it like a 3.5. It was a good movie. I can understand and oh my gosh. Yeah, it was funny. You just felt for the characters so much. Everything it was set out to do, it did. It did. The other movie that I actually watched with my dad was Scarface, which if you don't know what it's about, not Mafia, Cartel. It's about the cartels, especially more specifically the Cubans, and it's such a good movie. It was long. I was thoroughly entertained throughout the whole movie. It was a really good movie. If you haven't watched it, please go give it a watch. My favorite artist this month is actually Clairo and Morat. Well, this month I really have extras to give. But yeah, Clairo and Morat. I have been on such a Clairo kick just because all of her songs are so relatable and I just love the music and the vibe that she provides. And with Morat, it's just so nostalgic. I've just always loved them. I love them. If you don't know, Morat is a Latin band and I adore them. I adore them. And again, they are so relatable. I've listened to them my entire life. And this month, I wish I could see the stats of all my months because this would make it so much more fun. But yeah, I love Morat. Every single one of their songs hits. It just hits in a different way. My favorite YouTube video that I've consumed this month has actually been how to make a tea tray video. Very simple concept, but my god, did that change the trajectory of my life. Because yes, I'm good at romanticizing my life and I'm good at romanticizing things. You always forget, like, you need inspiration. You need people to remind you of all the free will that you can have. So I've always been a tea drinker, always, my whole life. And instead of just making my tea, I'm putting it in my mug and then drinking it whilst I'm reading, I create a whole tray for myself. So not only do I have my mug, but I have a beautiful tray in front of me. I will place my journal, very aesthetically pleasing, on it. I will have my pretty pen. I make an event out of drinking my tea, which has actually helped me so much with feeling like the day isn't just escaping me with doing things for other people or doing schoolwork or working. I'm actually also doing things that benefit me and what I want to do. I will have my journal, my book, my tea, my fig with crackers and a little bit of cheese. That video, as simple as it is, and it's beautifully done. I really love that video. I will place it over here. It really sparked in me the fact that I'm not being as whimsical as I could be, and I want to. That whimsical is my other word of the year, and I will be living by it. My favorite routine this month has been waking up and making my morning chai and journaling. How to make a tea tray video, I've been incorporating it in the mornings, and it's honestly made my morning routine so much more fun and so much better for me. And it's just nice to spend time with yourself and have that time for yourself to really recalibrate and start your day off right. So I really enjoy that. So my favorite song of the month is actually, I have a lot. Long Live by Taylor Swift, Black Dog by Taylor Swift, Sophia by Clara, and Bags. Oh. Whenever I put those on rotation, because now I'm getting good at, instead of always putting my music on shuffle where I don't really control which song I'm listening to, it's just, I just know I have all my favorites, so I just shuffle on all my favorites, but that means I could be listening to whatever. I have been purposefully choosing artists and songs to listen to, and I've been purposefully going out of my way to play these 4 songs every single time I go anywhere that I'm listening to music. Wow, I'm in it for a ride. That is an insane lineup. My favorite podcast this month has actually been Philosophize This. So this is a new podcast for me. I got into it because of Milk Fed on Substack. She put me on it because I've been really craving reading philosophy and learning a bit more about philosophy. And I adore the way he breaks down philosophy. So right now I'm listening to all of Nietzsche's podcast episodes, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. I am taking notes. I am mentally following along. It's not like just a podcast that I'm just putting it to the side and just listening to it as I'm doing other things. No, I am going out on my walks and listening to Philosophize This. What an incredible podcast. Now let's get into my favorite little food items, I guess. I guess this is a new... So I'm always adding little sections to these favorite videos, but I like it. Okay, so my first little item I want to speak about in terms of food, health, wellness, whatever, are these electrolytes. So I have finally reached a point in my life where I'm working out consistently. My issue has always been I felt like I had no energy, or I would get back home after work or after school and just feel exhausted that all I want to do is just lay in bed, eat, and consume media. That was it. Like I would either be journaling, consuming, doing whatever, but not working out. Obviously, I've always been active in my life, but it hasn't been consistent. And I realized that there are things that can help me get more energy to do these things. That's why people can be doing like 20 different things in one day. And I always felt, why am I only limited to being able to do 3 things and then be completely dead, collapsed of energy? I can't even get up. All I want to do is sleep. Well, there are things like this, electrolytes, that actually help. And the ones that I've been taking have been I think this is Gatorade electrolytes, but I just find these at CVS. And I don't use a whole thing per workout. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but this one, I've been using it for the past 3 times I've ran, and I still have a lot left. I don't know if that's good or not, but see, like, this will last me a whole week of workouts, which is perfect for me. That's exactly what I want. But I know you can also do salt in your water, especially sea salt in your water, which I used to do that too. And then I just found these and I thought these were reasonably priced. They're easily found. I can just do this and it makes the water turn a pretty color and it tastes a bit better than just salt in your water. So yeah, I've been loving electrolytes. I never thought I would be this person that would be into electrolytes, but I do see their value. If you guys have any recommendations on natural ways to get energy, give them all to me, because I would feel much safer consuming natural things than things like this. My favorite snack, this isn't a new thing to me, but I've been obsessed with it this month, hyperfixated on it this month. Dates with peanut butter. Specifically, this peanut butter, the Maranata peanut butter, and these dates, the Medjool dates. Incredible pairing, especially open up the date, put a dollop of peanut butter in it, and then put it in the fridge so that it's cold and it gets colder. Incredible. And I eat this before my workouts along with the electrolytes, so I won't chug all of my electrolytes before I do my workout. I've literally only been taking electrolytes for like 3 weeks, so I am completely new to this. Yeah, that's been my little pre-workout routine. And then on a completely different note, I've been loving Nut Pods creamers for my matchas or my chais. Those are my beverage of choice, and I love it because they are unsweetened, dairy-free, very minimal calories. It's like literally 0.00000 everything. So I think these are good. I like these. And then my spread, if you guys saw my last month's favorites, you will know why I'm obsessed with fig spread, and that's all I have to say about this. Okay, my favorite memory this month has actually been celebrating my dad's birthday in DC. We went for the perfect time. It was cherry blossom season in DC and all the festivals were going on. All the trees were beautifully bloomed. And the weather was incredible. It wasn't too hot, but it also wasn't too cold. Although it did get very cold, but just because I forgot to take a jacket. That was pretty much it. I was wearing Florida clothes in DC in April, thinking that it was gonna be warm, but no. It was warmish, but still cool. So it was perfect for like outfits and things, but I just didn't pack correctly. But yes, that was my favorite memory. I hope to do that a lot more in the future. So in terms of products, the first one that has really been helping me with my skin, not in terms because I'm having like really problematic skin, but more so in terms of keeping it nice and fresh and glowy and just maintenance basically. Dermalogica, specifically their daily microfoliant. I love this, and it's rice-based, and specifically for my skin type, rice-based products are really good. So yeah, I've always used this. If I like something, I always use it. So I've always used Dermalogica for whenever I feel like my skin needs that extra help to revamp and to deal with like any like problem things. So I've been having a lot of little blemishes that just stick around for forever. This has been really helpful for that. Then my favorite perfume has actually been this Burberry one. It's the Her London perfume, and I love this perfume. Specifically, I love this perfume for events. My perfumes, the way I use my perfumes and go through my perfumes is they all have specific scents, obviously, but those specific scents for me represent different events and different things you could be doing. So this one is very much a going out event type of perfume for me. And yeah, I love it. And I love the bottle. It's so chic and so minimalistic. Love her. And then my favorite step in my routine right now has been blushes. And as you can tell, I have a lot of blushes. So it's like the Benetint Dupe Water Tint. I use this on the day-to-day. So Monday through Friday, I'll use this because it just gives a nice little bit of red. You don't want to go, well, I personally don't like going with a full face of makeup to work. It's just, my morning routines are already hard enough and I'm already trying to make them like take back some time for myself. So I need my skincare and makeup to be very, very, very easy and fast, and I do this in less than 10 minutes. So this is my Monday to Friday blush. Well, this isn't really a blush, but this NYX blush, I will pair it with their Wonder contour stick. So I will actually, what I do is I put like a streak of contour on my hand. Right next to it, I'll put the blush. And then this one also has a highlighter on this side. So I'll then put the highlighter, and then I grab my brush and I just mix all of those together, and I will put it on where I put blush. And that will be like my go-to daytime makeup on the weekends. That will be like my blush combo for the weekends. And then for when I'm going out at nighttime, this could be like whenever. If I'm going out at nighttime, this is the blush combo that I'm using, and it's the Rare Beauty Joy, and Rare Beauty blush in the shade Joy. Once I've done all of my cream steps, I will then go with my powders, and the powder that I'll put on top of my Rare Beauty blush is this Wet n Wild one. This is in the shade Mellow Wine, and this combo is really good. I like this combo. So yeah, so this is my nighttime makeup blush routine combo. This is my daytime blush combo, not work or school days. And then this one is my work or school days. In terms of random things, I'll put this in my randoms category. I don't want to separate them too much. My favorite restaurant this month has been Zaytoni in DC. It's incredible Lebanese food, very, very good food, good price, great location. The presentation is marvelous. It is honestly top tier. It is an incredible place to go eat, especially with your family if you're all going to visit. I am so excited to go back. Then my favorite brand this month has actually been, wow, this is actually embarrassing to show because they are so dirty, but my Hoka sneakers, or Hokas, I don't know how you say these, Hokas, but yeah, these are incredible, especially for running. I just ran my corporate run, and I actually did pretty well. Like, my first time ever running anything intentionally that wasn't just for working out. Like, it was my first little mini marathon. It was 5K. And I did it, and I finished it. I didn't walk a single minute of it. And it's all because of these, literally. These Hoka sneakers. They are so well padded. You don't feel, so my issue has always been my knees. If I step too hard or whatever, they start hurting. So obviously with running, especially on concrete, you are putting a lot of pressure on your knees, and these help a lot with not feeling pressure. Like, my knees do not hurt as much when I wear these. So yeah, my Hokas. I really need to clean these, but I just ran 5K, so I think it's okay. My favorite place in the city right now in Miami has been walking around Brickell Key. They just, well, I don't know how recently, but they recently opened the little construction area that was going on in Brickell Key, and it's now a park, and it has benches, and you can see, so the reason why this became one of my favorites was because I saw wild dolphins in Brickell for the first time. Another thing that made me feel very whimsical was my book club actually met up at Neverland Coffee, and look at this menu. It is literally like a newspaper. It's incredible. I loved it. I had to take one with me because I loved it so much. It is such a fun menu, and the food was incredible. I had the truffle croissant sandwich and their iced matcha, and it was really good. It was so good. But yeah, it's just, tell me this isn't the cutest thing ever. And I'll add pictures here. The place itself was much bigger than I expected, and the decoration of it felt very, very appropriate for a book club meetup. And then my favorite hobby this month has been painting. So I'm not an artist in terms of it being a talent of mine. I just enjoy doing things. And yeah, painting is one of them. I've always painted my entire life, but like I said, like I'm not an artist. No one's gonna want to buy my paintings, but I like doing it as a fun activity. And not all of my hobbies have to be incredible. Like I don't have to be incredible at everything I do, obviously. But this really relaxes me, and I'll be listening to a podcast or doing whatever, and painting alongside it just feels productive, but in a fun way. I'm not doing anything to stimulate my brain or well, actually I am, because I am listening to podcasts, but you know what I mean. Like it's a fun, productive thing to do. You don't feel like you're mindlessly scrolling or you're consuming only TV shows or movies. You could be consuming your favorite album, like listening it from start to finish, or you could be consuming podcast episodes, or you could be watching a YouTube video or a movie or whatever. But hobby stacking, I love that. I know there's a term called habit stacking that everybody always raves about, especially in the productivity community, but hobby stacking is also really good, and I will continue to do so. And then, sort of in the same realm, my favorite game this month that I've been playing with my family has been Scrabble, and we have been loving this game ever since Christmas, obviously because I got it for Christmas. So, and it's just so cool. Like look, it's the book edition version, and it's like this, and it looks like a book, so theoretically I could put it on my bookshelves and it would look beautiful in it. But this game causes a lot of competition between us, and it is one of my favorites, and I love this board game. It is so good, so underrated. Well, actually, no, I think it's perfectly rated, but so good and so well loved in my household. This shirt has been one of my favorites this month, specifically because I wore this on a little beach trip that I went on with my family. And well, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it, but I am half Italian, so I cropped this shirt specifically to wear it on top of bathing suits, and it's the perfect little beach cover-up, especially because it crops right underneath here, so you see like a little bit of your swimsuit top right underneath. So yeah, I really love this shirt this month. And yes, that brings me to the end of my favorites for April. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got recommendations, you got little tidbits of things you could do as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.